everybody, welcome back to the stream. For those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Marlon, and welcome to episode 28 of Kingdom Hearts 1. And we streamed the first of the day at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then ended at 3 p.m. And 3 hours later, here we are. And we're going to stream for another 2 hours, so this is how it's going to work. We're going to talk about the weather for about 5 or 10 minutes, and after that, we come back here, and then we talk about a usual version of the national weather discussion. The one that I did about a few hours ago, I did the weather topic of the day, which was a zonal flow, in which it keeps cold air up north and warm air down south in the United States, that is. Now, let's get to it. So, how you guys doing? How was Mother's Day? For those of you just tuning in, my Mother's Day was good. I mean, although streaming may not be so Mother's Day of me, but then, thing is, I already celebrated Mother's Day, just about since yesterday, because, I bought food, we had good food, and, it actually lasted not just, yesterday, but even I had that for, lunch today. I ate the second half, of, my, the Mother's Day, lunch. It was pretty good. I mean, we took it to go, but it wasn't too bad, But anyway, you can let me know in the chat what you guys did for your Mother's Day in the chat. But for me, it was good. I mean, good food, juicy steak. She had fish. It was good. I tried it, and it was good. Alright, now let's get on with the weather. And for those of you who enjoyed Mother's Day days before or even yesterday, let me know what you guys think about your Mother's Day, whether if it was yesterday or the day before, for those of you who don't celebrate Mother's Day today, or even if you guys celebrate Mother's Day tomorrow. Because, some people have to work on Mother's Day. You never know. But anyway, let's get to work on what's going on right now throughout the country. So right now, we do have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. One in Wyoming, second in Montana, and the third one in Utah. Nothing down south, though. Sorry about that. 3 flash flood warnings, with 2 in Georgia and 1 in Canada. 1 special marine warning is located in a place like San Juan in Puerto Rico. And finally, 16 special weather statements in Wyoming, Utah, Georgia, Montana, Mississippi, scrolling down, Alabama, and Florida. Now let's start off with the Northeast, shall we? Well, nothing going on in the Northeast. It's relatively calm. A nice day to go out to, celebrate Mother's Day. Those of you... Excuse me. But we had a cold front that just passed by, but... My bad, folks. Oh, boy. Okay, so anyway, we got a cold front that moved out about a couple hours ago, but didn't produce wet weather. That was yesterday's thing, or rather Friday's. Yeah, but yesterday's thing was outside of my area, but regardless, it's calm, it's nice. But now we go down south, where Mother's Day is crappy in the south. Much of the south is dealing with some thunderstorms. Let's start off in Georgia. Nothing in the Carolinas, though, or even Virginia. In Georgia, there are 2 flash flood warnings, one located in Statesboro and another one to the west. Hinesville, just southwest of Savannah, has some special weather statement that involves small hail, damaging winds, and strong thunderstorms. It's a stationary front that's located in Alabama through Georgia, through Savannah, and then out to sea as a cold front, as a warm front, I mean. In Florida, well, in Florida there is a special weather statement. Same story north of Okeechobee, Florida. Yet there are lots of diurnal thunderstorms right now. You see, folks, typically, well, during the rainy season in Florida, such as the summer months, you tend to have convection that actually comes from both the Gulf and the Atlantic. And all of this results in thunderstorms brewing in the central part of the state, right along the Kissimmee River Valley, from Orlando, especially Gainesville, Ocala, and then down to Okeechobee, and then towards Miami and the Everglades. Yeah, you get two large sea breezes that convex at the center of the Sunshine State, and they create very strong thunderstorms during late in the afternoon. Now there's one special weather statement just in the western side of Orlando. Let's see what we got. Okay, so there's Kissimmee right there. Universal Orlando Resort, and it's just outside of that zone. The airport's there, but of course I'm a little rusty on my geography in the Orlando area, but all I know is that Disney World has got to be here somewhere, right? If you could, please let me know in the chat where exactly I can find Disney World. All I know is that there's Universal. Oh wait, actually there is one. There's actually Universal Studios that's inside here. The special weather statement. Lake Buena Vista's got to be here somewhere, right? I mean, I know I'm wasting so much time finding Disney World. Oh, found it. Well, but regardless, much of Disney World is outside the special weather statement. Yep, definitely outside the special weather statement. It's all just Disney World being outside. But regardless, much of Orlando is getting drenched right now with so much rain and thunderstorms, plenty of which throughout the Big Bend area, especially Mississippi, Alabama. In Alabama, York has plenty of strong thunderstorms and small hail damaging winds. Same story, just located in Starkville, Mississippi, and just near the University of Mississippi, and anywhere just west of Tupelo. And also Greenwood, Mississippi has some strong thunderstorms, but not even close to a severe thunderstorm warning, though. It's all scattered, all those storms in the eastern side of Texas, eastern side of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, southern Missouri. Yeah, they're getting some scattered thunderstorms, especially Kentucky. Elsewhere in the Ohio Valley, it's all clear, especially throughout the U.S. side of the Great Lakes region, much of the Great Plains, with the exception of the western portions of the Great Plains, right in front of the Rockies. But the Rockies, they're dealing with some scattered showers and storms. There is one severe thunderstorm warning just located south of Yellowstone National Park. One special weather statement in Graybull, Wyoming, and another one in Lodge Grass and Crow Agency, Montana. There are two just east and south of Helena, the state capital of Montana. And there's also one severe thunderstorm warning in Fort Benton, Montana. We go down south. Well, Salt Lake City, they're enduring some stray showers and thunderstorms. There's a severe thunderstorm warning just northwest of the city. To the north, on the northern side of Salt Lake City, there is a special weather statement. To the east, there's also another one, and there is another one right around the Evanston area in Wyoming and parts of Utah as well. There is another one, just a tiny bit in the northwest corner of, almost at the northwest corner of Utah. Elsewhere, so you got Colorado getting Rockies, getting some showers throughout the Rockies part of the state. Desert Southwest looking clear with the exceptions of stray showers just northwest of Phoenix. In northeast Nevada, there's plenty of showers and storms. Much of Idaho also dealing with some showers and storms. And as well as the Pacific Northwest on either side of the Cascades. And on the Cascades too, and especially northern California. But elsewhere in the Golden State, not much. Not much, folks. Alright, so that's it for now. We will we will have a national weather discussion. We will talk about the next 3 days in detail. Better than the previous stream which was about a few hours ago. Now I'm going to play the animation for you guys, just so that you guys get an idea of what's going on. That's the United States, right? Now I'm going to transition to here. Okay, so now let's get this over with. And there's no guarantee that we'll finish the game today, just so you know, folks. If we do, we're lucky. But I looked back at the past streams, and it was terrible. Okay, now let me change the HDMI port and bring my phone along, just so that I can see the chat, folks. As for the weather topic of the day, we've already done that, so I don't need to do that again. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. Oh man, I'm hearing background noise. So let's get it on. Okay, now let me change the HDMI channel right now. Okay, so in the previous episode, we tried to beat Ansem. We got too close, but we were unsuccessful that time. And now, let's get to the part where we need to beat Ansem. Hopefully. Alright. Let me double check real quick. Items, check. Abilities. Are we ready, guys? Ah, great. We gotta hurry this up. I mean, we gotta win fast. I will kill you. I will kill Ansem like I would do to Fleet Admiral Akainu from One Piece. Ah, great. Ah, come on. Okay. Finish him. Excellent. All right. Okay. Now what's next? Let's do this, you guys. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. Ah, damn it! This is game. Wow. Alright. Ah, damn it, come on! Ah. I can't play baseball! Oh man, so close, right? Oh boy. Sorry about that, folks. Oh boy, that was tough. Okay. Let's hope this works. Yeah, and that gave me a heart attack. I feel like, that I need to take it easy. Or else I'm going to kill myself. Okay, just need to catch my breath. Alright. Just need to relax. And yeah, I don't want to create so much body stress on me. Can't do that. I just need to give myself a few minutes just to relax. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it's 6:28 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in. My name is Marlon. Right now, I gotta beat Ansem. I thought... Ah, damn it! Ah, come on! back you in the corner if I have to. This is my final chance, guys. Submit already. Yes! Thank you, God. Okay, I just need to breathe. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, this is the real deal, guys. Yeah, so much stress is being put on me right now. Oh boy. Yeah, come on. Yeah, listen to Rico. This is not going to be easy, you guys. So I have to attack Anson's. Okay, this is very different, you guys. Yeah, I don't know how to attack you guys. I mean, it's been so long. Yep, I gotta stay away. Damn. Oh dear. I gotta. Yeah. Damn. Ah, you got me. Ah, damn. I took double hits. Oh boy, I'm taking critical damage. Oh man, it got me. What is that? I hate it when it does that. Can't even land one single blow. Yeah, nothing going on in the chat right now. Yeah, it's very stressful right now. Yes, it's very tricky. Oh boy. Yeah, the stress is getting to me, guys. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, he's tricky to beat. Ah, damn it, I got hit. Piss off. I wouldn't want to bother with those guys. He ain't gonna be dead as easy as I thought. Yeah, that's what we're doing, folks. Ah, dick! Can't even do anything at that point. Yeah, it does take a while, folks. Nice try. You're crazy. Yeah, this is never easy, folks. It's never easy to begin with, folks. Oh, this one's promising. How long do we have to do this? Quite a while, folks. Quite a while. Yeah, I can't get near that guy, Ansem. All he's doing is causing like so much delay on my part with the stream. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon, and right now, I'm trying to get through this part of Ansem, which is really more difficult than. Yeah, I can't get near Ansem, unfortunately. You see? Yeah, now I'm down to my last magic points. Can't even get near that guy. Yeah, this was a bad idea. Not a chance getting near that guy. You have to risk yourself just to get through to him. almost at the green part. Ah, damn it, got me. Ah, man. Oh, man, come on. Every time I heal, it's always like that. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're pretty stalled out, folks. Oh boy. Yeah, so much of these, ball orbs shooting lasers. It's really annoying. Yeah, we're in the last batch, folks. This is a very slow and painful process that we're dealing with, folks. We're almost there, folks. Ah, damn. Oh, you're the one who's confused here, cunt. I was talking to Ansem, by the way, guys. Because he's the cunt. Yeah, we're almost there, folks. Yeah, just about a few more times, and then we'll get there, folks. Yeah, we're too far. But we're almost close, folks. Ah! Hell no, boy. Finally. Alright, guys. We still got a long way to go, though, I realize. Oh boy. This is gonna get a lot harder. You know, it's a good thing that, yeah, I did do the weather topic of the day, because if I hadn't, the stream would have lasted a lot longer. Hold on a moment for a second, folks. Yeah, I just need a breather, folks. I needed a breather. Do we have to do this all over again? Seriously? How many times? Yeah, we still have a long way to go, folks. How long? I don't know. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is gonna take forever, folks. Ah! Why? Why is it always like that? Life is always unforgiving. Yeah, I don't know why, but sometimes it's just crazy. Ah! Life's always a total dick. All it does is that, just never pleases you. You know, you can only get, like, moments of joy at the least likely of time. Is there, like, a chance that life would finally please me once and for all without, like, trying to make me die in vain for nothing? This is ridiculous. Yeah, I just want life to just shut up. Let me just live life peacefully. Stop it! Give me a break. God damn it. Wow, I don't think there is ever a silver lining in my life. Dear life, please give me silver lining. Dear God, please give me back my great fortunes over my misfortunes, and we'll give you Fleet Admiral Akainu. How about that? Haha. Ah, that life would be sweet if Fleet Admiral Akainu were dead. It would be so grand. So that Ace can finally rest in peace. Oh boy. It's a never-ending chore, guys. What is that? Portal of Darkness. Oh boy! Yeah, this is what hell feels like. Oh, thanks, Goofy. You're my man, man. Yeah, I can't even see anybody. It's like fighting in the dark so blindly. You just gotta keep on fighting. I'm doing the best I can. Don't, Goofy, I'm doing the best everything I can for you, man. We got him. Alright, Goofy, now that you're on my side, dude, thanks for sticking up for me, man. Oh boy. How many times do we have to go through this? Alright, you're out of it, Goofy. Now we need to rescue Donald. I have no idea how to get through this. Oh boy, don't go there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't want to end up going. Oh boy, yeah, I got carried away over there. Oh boy, I gotta get out of here. We're almost there. Yeah, we just need to get through one more chore. Oh boy, I gotta get out of here. Man, Goofy's oh, he revived himself. That's great. He's always suicidal. Goofy. Alright, Goofy's level went up. That's good. Oh boy. Yeah, we might end the stream a little late. Excellent. Nice job. But there's more to go, though. Goofy. Time to go. Just before I do that, just need to check on something. Let's do this. Oh, Hellboys! We got Hellboys. Yeah, we gotta fight off all those Hellboys. Yeah, we gotta finish them off quickly before they kill us. Guys, hurry up, okay? We don't want to end up getting hexed by the Hellboys, alright? Oh, more Hellboy. I found one Hellboy. Or two. Okay, guys, let's rescue Donald right now. Alright, Donald, let's get you out of here, man. I've leveled up! Alright, guys. This is more of a chore now. Guys, focus on the others. Come on. This is not a job for like all of us against each individual. Got that? We have. Yeah, right now our mission is to rescue Riku and the king. It's gonna blow, guys. Get out of there. And some sleeping, huh? Oh boy, we woke him up. Oh boy. Alright, guys, I need your help. Ah, damn it. Get away from that. Oh boy, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. It's eating my magic points! That means I won't be able to heal. All two guys are down. How am I supposed to recover? Oh boy, looks like I'm on my own on this one. This is a black hole. It's a perfect chance to... Yeah, I was wondering, where'd you get that kind of hatred? Any bad guy throughout human history? Look out. Thanks, guys, for taking care of business for me. We have a little bit to go, you guys. Oh, boy. time to... Alright. Alright, guys. Finish him off. Come on. Yes! Alright. Excellent job. Excellent job. Is there anyone in the chat by any chance? I'm sorry, I got disconnected. Wait, what's going on? Oh boy. I don't think so. Kingdom Hearts will never fall for your shit, Ansem. Exactly. We must open our hearts to the light. Yeah, that's right, Ansem. Suffer from the light. It is eternal brightness. Alright. Well, you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for partaking me in this journey. I know there were so many moments that I would have quit. I wish that were the case when it comes to me finding, the right one for me. Yeah, in terms of significant others, but it's just wishful thinking. All right, Riku! We got it! We got her. Let's do this, Riku. But wait, Riku? Aren't you gonna come back? Me! Oh, no. Riku, you gotta come back. You gotta come back, man. We're not gonna let you end up with the dark... Shut up, Donald. We are not gonna let Riku out of... into the dark again. We gotta get him out of the dark and come back with Sora alive. Along with Goofy, Donald, and... Let's see. King Mickey! What about Riku? Alright. We'll come back for you, dude. I promise. We won't forget you at all. We won't forget you. We'll come back for you for sure, Riku. One of these days we will come back for you. We will not let our efforts be in vain. Alright. I gotta get my phone real quick. I'll be right back. This is a good one. Man, I'm gonna miss Riku. That's the reason why we're gonna play Kingdom Hearts 2 starting next weekend. Our hearts are strong. And Kairi, we will bring back Riku, for sure. We didn't leave him behind. He chose this path. You're not gonna believe me on this. And I don't expect you to believe us. Even I wouldn't expect myself either. But it is something. But it's gonna be our mission. But first things first, let's get... Oh yeah, the song is playing, you guys. Wow. Oh my god. The world is back to the way it was. Destiny Islands is coming back. But Kairi's on her own for now. Oh boy, that was nuts, you guys. Alright. Alright, now the closing credits is playing right now. I mean, I can hear the music, but you guys cannot because I attached my earbuds to the TV, which means that you guys can't hear. Now, the gaming audio, like, it doesn't really pick up any volume at all. We may not have completed the Hades Cup. That would have been impossible at that time. We did explore many worlds. We tried the Hades Cup, but in the end, we did everything we could. It wasn't about beating every villain there was. It was about putting an end to Ansem's desires. Yeah, we will come back for Riku and King Mickey. But first things first, gotta get through a lot of things. Yep. Well, folks, that's that. The end of Kingdom Hearts 1. Like I said, thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. We made it. Although not a lot of people are here or watching the stream, which is kind of sad, but in the end, all that matters is that I did manage to accomplish a lot of things. If I could do that for my childhood dream to come true, like being a broadcast meteorologist, and anything is possible. Specifically, my goals. Okay. What about the rest? Yeah, princesses, and many of them have returned back to their worlds. But I gotta thank you guys for making this possible, because without you guys, I would not be able to complete this, or rather, finish this game, despite not being able to finish the Hades Cup, or even find every single Dalmatian in every world. Yeah, those are the credits. Mandy Moore is there. Yeah, the voice of Colossus. Lance Bass? Really? I can't believe it. Lance Bass, a member of NSYNC. Holy shit. Man, dude. Oh, man. Can't believe it. Like, just after he left NSYNC, or rather, he was on his as he was on his way out the door from NSYNC, he was part of this. Holy shit. Lance Bass. That deserves a huge round of applause to him. So, people in the chat, or even people watching this that's not live, well, please give everyone from the voice actors to the staff, everyone from around the world who have contributed to this game, a huge round of applause for a job well done on this game, and as well as its reversions. Boy, that was a good game. It was tough at the very end, but it was awesome. Yeah, it's a long way, folks, to ending this this ending credits. Well, folks, we reached the end of the ending credits. Oh, post credits. Three guys, three dopes. That's that's me after college. After I graduated, I gotta I gotta find my dream job. Pluto! Pluto the dog. Yeah, boy. Hey, he's got a letter from King Mickey. Hey, come on, man. Wait, Goofy, aren't you a dog? Don't you speak his language? Off they go to chase Pluto to I don't know where he's going right now. Oh boy. Remember, Sora, you are the one who will open the door to the light. Indeed. The door to the Kingdom Hearts. The light. Alright. Job well done, everybody. Alright, folks. That's that. The end of Kingdom Hearts 1. And a huge thanks to everyone who have partook in this journey. Who have partaken in this journey, I should say. And now, if you want to go back, do it again, hell no, right? Well, that's that, folks. That's that. Congratulations on completing the game. The extras section has been unlocked. Let's go back, but we're not going to do the extras. I mean, the extras are unessential, just so you know, folks. Has nothing to do with the main plot, just so you know. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in. My name is Marlon, and I'm deeply sorry that you guys caught me at the end of the game. Like, literally, at the end of the game. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back, because turns out, in 1, we already completed the game. 2, well, I don't want to replay that game for a while, you know. Alright, guys, so let's turn back to the HDMI channel and change the scene real quick. Hold on a moment. Alright guys, so now what's next? Let me turn off the AC because it's getting chilling right now. Okay. Wow. Can't believe this. We completed the game, thank God, right? Thank the Lord, we finally finished the game. And just in time too, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, so I think we can let you squeeze in just a quick national weather discussion. So let's turn to the weather right now. Okay, so let's see what we got. So, we got 23 active weather alerts. 8 of them severe thunderstorm warnings. They're in Utah, Wyoming, Mississippi, Montana, and many others are outside of the contiguous United States, especially in Canada. But we won't worry about Canada. No offense to Canadians out there. Yeah. Well, unless you want me to, I'd be more than happy. We got two flash flood warnings, one in Georgia and the other one in Canada. 2 special marine warnings, one outside of the contiguous United States and another one in Florida. And 11 special weather statements. They are in Louisiana, Florida, Colorado, Montana, Mississippi, Wyoming, Alabama. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the Northeast. So much of the Northeast is quite dry. Perfect weather just to hang out with your mothers. Perfect time to get out there and enjoy your wonderful evening with your mothers. And so basically, it's all because we had a cold front that just moved in just about a couple hours ago. For some people, they've experienced rain yesterday. Others, like mine, experienced the day before, which was on Friday. Then we head down south, so we got plenty of rains, and it's putting a major damp on the spirit of Mother's Day all over the South. From the Carolinas to Florida, then all the way across Dixie Valley, like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, even Kansas, southern Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, and eastern Texas. Scattered showers. It's all because there is an area of low pressure sitting in the lower part of the Mississippi Valley, and it's right in Louisiana. It's got an outcloud front that's split into 2 stationary fronts, one going out to sea through Georgia and Alabama, and the other one going straight to the Gulf. So all that wet weather is still there. And now in the Midwest, much of the Ohio Valley is clear, especially the Great Lakes region, at least on land in the U.S. Much of the Great Plains and Upper Mississippi Valley is quite dry, with the exception of the Western Plains, which includes the western part of the Dakotas and western Nebraska, getting some scattered showers and some storms. And we do have plenty of scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the Rocky Mountains region, even just a little bit in northern New Mexico and the parts of the Great Basin. There are, let's take a look. Okay, there are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in the western and northern portion of the Salt Lake City area, all producing severe thunderstorms, small hail, damaging winds there. But no tornado warnings. There are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in northern Wyoming and 2 special weather statements in western Wyoming. There are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in southeastern Montana and northern Montana as well. 2 special weather statements. Well, each severe thunderstorm warning do have special weather statements with it. And, well, other than that, there isn't much going on in the desert southwest, Nevada, much of California, with the exception of Northern California, where there are some showers and some storms going up through the Pacific Northwest on either side of the Cascades. But just so you know that there are no chances of severe weather right now, but however, If the conditions are there, then great. And I don't mean great as in, oh, that's great, but more like, oh, oh no. Oh no, that's bad. But anyway, folks, if you take it seriously or literally, I deeply apologize for that. Please don't do that. All I'm saying, folks, is that severe weather can happen anytime, especially when forecasters say, oh, we're not going to get much in terms of intensity. Well, guess what? We meteorologists call that whenever there is a missing piece to the puzzle of what causes severe weather, other than the typical ingredients that you get severe weather, and that would be latent heat. Hold on, let me mute the mic. All right, I'm back. So anyway, other than that, that's all we got in terms of the current conditions, folks. But let's take a look at what's happening right now with windy.com. So let's go to the European model. Just so you know, oh, you know what? Let's just go back to the NAM. Oops. Yeah, the NAM. Yeah, I mean, just assume that this is all just that's currently happening right now. I mean, it's just that the thing is that well, you do have assume that the conditions are there, and we do have let's see, let's take a look at the Northeast. So we start off with Maine, where temperatures are in the mid 40s to mid 50s. And winds are moving about 20 miles an hour. Much of the state moving from the northwest to northern New England, such as Vermont and New Hampshire. Temperatures, well, for the most part, they're in the 40s and low 50s. Southern New England, temperatures are in the 50s. And throughout New England, the winds are moving. In the southern part of the region, winds are moving at like 5 to 10 miles an hour, but in the northern portion, the winds are moving at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Upstate New York, much of the state has no more than 10 miles an hour in terms of winds, but temperatures are in the 50s to upper 40s. And in the New York City area, temperatures are at 64 degrees with Long Island, just a little bit chilly. New Jersey, a little bit warmer, just so that you know. Okay, so we move on to Keystone State, where temperatures. Okay, so we got 62 in Reading, and 71 in Pittsburgh, 53 in Erie, the Delmarva Peninsula. Well, all I can say is, folks, temperatures are in the 60s there. And throughout Maryland, temperatures are in the 60s and low 70s, especially Washington, D.C., 71 degrees, 66 in both Roanoke and Virginia Beach, 77 in Charleston. Move down south, boy. We got 60s and low 70s throughout Carolinas on either ones. Let's go. Okay, let's skip to Florida. So Florida temperatures are in the 70s to low 80s. So in terms of the winds, well, not much winds throughout the Mid-Atlantic in general, but we do have some. We do have. Hold on. Yeah, we do have some breezy conditions. Sea breeze is kicking in, or rather, just starting to wane because, well, because it's about to be nighttime on the East Coast, and all this convection from both sea breezes from the Atlantic and the Gulf do tend to cause some thunderstorms, daytime thunderstorms, afternoon thunderstorms throughout the Sunshine State in places like Orlando, Lake Okeechobee, and even Gainesville, Ocala, and pretty much anywhere along the Kissimmee River and down to the Everglades. So let's move on to Georgia, where in Georgia you have winds of up to 20 miles an hour. However, keep in mind that whenever there are special weather statements and severe thunderstorm warnings, they tell you a different story, just so you know, folks. They tell you a different story because winds, it can be a lot stronger, they're damaging, they can be, well, at around 50 to 60 or even 70 miles an hour in some cases. But your local reports that are out there right now as of 8:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, May 11, 2025, Mother's Day. But so you know, I'm just seeing what I'm seeing, folks. It doesn't really mean that it's actually true. I mean, local reports will tell you otherwise. They're factual, and that's just based on what they actually recorded. Just so you know, folks. All right. Now, winds are moving from the east at about 10 to 20 miles per hour in Georgia and Alabama, and even parts of Mississippi. But in western Mississippi, the winds are dying down, especially in western Alabama, where you have winds up to 5 or 10 miles an hour, especially Louisiana, Arkansas, and we have Texas. Okay, yeah, so back to the temperature. We have Georgia, Atlanta 64, 70 in Albany, Georgia, 71 in Savannah, 70 in Huntsville, 66 Birmingham, 68 in Montgomery, 70 in Grenada, 68 in Jackson, Mississippi, 71 in Memphis and Knoxville, 70 in Nashville. Winds about some places about 5 to 10, others 10 to 20, but nowhere near gradual. It's not quite uniform, but in general, I would say like winds are moving from the east at a slow rate. But winds are moving counterclockwise, just not like a hurricane, but more like a slow moving winds type of low pressure system, a cyclone. But it doesn't really mean it's a hurricane, just so you know, folks, okay? It's still over the lower Mississippi Valley. So we got 70 in New Orleans, 64 in Lake Charles, 61 in Alexandria, 62 in Shreveport, 70 in Little Rock, 71 in Fort Smith. Let's go to Texas. So in Texas, winds are moving at up to 25 miles an hour in the center part of the state, and especially in the Panhandle, about 20 to 30 miles an hour in the northern tip of Texas. And the western part of Texas, especially on the eastern end of Texas, winds are down, so you know. So let's start off with temperatures in the Panhandle, where they're in the upper 70s to low 80s. The western part of Texas, the same story. Southern part of Texas, temperatures are in the 80s to low 90s. 70 in Houston, Lufkin 62, 70 in Dallas, 68 in Denison, 77 in Electra, 77 in Abilene. Now we go to Oklahoma, the Panhandle of Oklahoma, along with the Texas Panhandle. They have winds moving towards the north-northwest, moving about 20 to 30 miles an hour, but temperatures overall are in the 70s. And now let's go to the Ohio Valley, where temperatures throughout the Ohio Valley are in the 70s. But Cleveland, you're at 55. Fort Wayne 64, Indianapolis 71, 77 in Peoria, 73 in Springfield, and 59 in Chicago, along with Detroit 68 in Grand Rapids and Traverse City 62. Hold on a moment. So sorry about that, but apparently that was not supposed to happen. All right, just need to finish my water real quick. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to drink water, but I got another drink. I was supposed to get that after the stream, but apparently, someone didn't get the memo that I was streaming. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Upper Michigan, we got winds. Okay, so we got temperatures in the 50s to mid 60s. But let's go back to the Ohio Valley, where in the Ohio Valley, the winds are moving generally from the east to northeast, about 10 to 20 miles an hour. As we move to the lower portion of Michigan, up to 10 miles an hour. Upper Michigan, 20 to 30 or even 40 miles an hour coming from the south. In Wisconsin, temperatures are in the mid 60s to low 70s, with the exception of Milwaukee at 57, 79 in Duluth. The southern part of the state's up to 10 miles an hour. Northern half, 20 to 25. And then we go to Minnesota and Iowa. So in Minnesota, we have very warm temperatures. International Falls, 88. And we got temperatures in the 70s, like Duluth, 79, Walker, and 75. And we got 88 in Morris, 82 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 77 in Rochester, Waterloo, 75, Iowa City, 71, Des Moines, 77. Yeah, winds are moving north, but they're moving fast all throughout Minnesota and northern Wisconsin from the south. And that's causing all that heat. Ooh, boy. So now we go down to Missouri, where we have temperatures in the 70s throughout much of the state. Kansas, temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s to low 80s throughout Kansas. Nebraska, and the winds, well, in Missouri, they come from the Ohio Valley, but Kansas shifts to the north, but increases its winds in Nebraska up to 30 miles an hour, a little faster in some areas, in which temperatures are in the 80s there, along with much of South Dakota, and 79 in Buffalo, South Dakota. And the western portion of the Dakotas, they don't have a widespread estimates of 5 to 10 miles an hour, just so you know, folks. It's... Yeah, but like I said, actual local reports tell you a different story. They tell you more true story. Anyway, North Dakota, temperatures, oh boy, they're in the 90s. With the exception of Estevan, South North Dakota, 73. Dickinson, 80, 89 in Williston, and 89 in Fargo. So, okay, so we got Montana, right? Right, we got Montana. So let's start off in the eastern half of the state, where temperatures are in the mid 70s to, oh boy, upper 90s. And in Bozeman, 71, Helena, 66, 61 in Missoula, 66 in Kalispell, Wyoming, or rather, let's start off with Idaho. So yeah, I don't know if I already told you guys this, but winds are moving quick. They are moving at 30 to 40 miles an hour in some areas. And the winds are not quite so widespread. Okay, some places do have 5 to 10 miles an hour. Other places tend to have up to 40 or 50 miles an hour, or even 60. Yeah, but they all move in various directions. But Wyoming, some places move to the north, its winds, or to the east. Idaho, much of the state has its winds moving towards the north, but the northern part, south and eastern. Montana, in general, it's moving east. But the thing is, they don't have a unidirectional flow, meaning that, like you would need like North Dakota, its winds moving towards one direction. But in Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, you're not getting that much. I mean, some places, yeah, they're all spotty in terms of winds and even direction. But regardless, Idaho temperatures are in the 60s, a little colder in the northern part of Idaho. 64 in Idaho Falls. Temperatures are in the 80s in the southern and western part of Idaho. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s throughout Wyoming. Let's go to Colorado, where the winds they're from the southwest in the western side of Colorado, but on the eastern side, they're moving to the north at 20 to 30 miles an hour. And so, anywhere in the Rockies, the winds are kind of slow. They are actually not, they're not quite as predictable. Not easy to read because some places have, slow winds, others strong winds. Regardless, 80 in Grand Junction, 66 in Colorado, 68 in Colorado Springs. 66 in Denver is what I meant. Alamosa, 71. And now let's go to New Mexico, where winds generally moving towards the north, but temperatures are in the 80s throughout much of the state, with the exception of Españolas and Gallup, 70 degrees. In Arizona, winds are moving from the southwest, but in many places like Quibdó, 80, Kingman, 86, 70 in Flagstaff, Alpine, 62, Phoenix, 100 degrees, Tucson, 98. In Utah, winds are moving from the southwest. They're moving fast. I mean, Arizona, in the northern half of the state, up to 30 miles an hour. But 40 miles an hour throughout much of Utah. Nevada. Nevada's got southwest winds. And they're blowing around 40 miles an hour in some areas, a little higher. But the temperatures in Utah are in the 70s and 80s. On the northern half of Nevada, temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. But in Las Vegas, 97. Well, let's go to California. So coastal areas, winds are moving towards the southeast. But on the northern coast of California, winds are moving to the north. And inland winds are moving towards the northeast. So winds are calm along much of the coast, but Central Valley, Mojave Desert, their winds vary. Wind speeds vary, but in the Sierra Nevadas, winds move fast, about 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, possibly 100 miles an hour. But temperature-wise, 102 in Indio, 68 in San Diego, 80 in LA, 93 in Bakersfield, 89 in Fresno, 66 in San Jose, 73 in Sacramento, 71 in Chico, 73 Redding, and 55 in Eureka. And let's go to Oregon. Oregon, they have winds on the, generally they are moving west to east, but not exactly though, because some have various, wind speeds and directions. But let's take a look at, so we got temperatures in the 50s and 60s throughout much of the state, but halfway, 70 degrees. Washington State, much of the winds are light and variable, but Yakima and Wenatchee, their winds are moving at 10 to 20 miles an hour, but wind direction is generally from the west, but I wouldn't want to bet money that that's exactly it. So we got temperatures in the 50s and 60s throughout Washington State. Okay, so now what's next? Let's take a look at wind gusts, but I'm only going to keep it at a more simplified layman's terms. So it's quite gusty throughout much of New England, but dry. Very windy throughout the south, especially near Atlanta and Tennessee and near Nashville. And it's kind of really breezy throughout eastern Texas. Much of the Midwest is pretty breezy, but Toledo is pretty windy. and the northern plains and the Great Plains region. Oh boy, the winds are fast. Winds are fast. They're moving at 60 miles an hour in some places. And much of the interior west has very, very, very strong gusty winds. Sorry about that. And now let's talk about humidity. So in terms of humidity, we got plenty of humidity throughout the south. Very dry throughout the Great Plains and the southwest. Really wet throughout the Northern Rockies, as well as the Pacific Northwest and Northern California, as well as the Sierra Nevadas. And finally, we do have rainfall accumulations. So we got plenty of rains throughout the south, in which you have some places in Florida up to 3 to 4 inches of rain, Georgia up to 3, Tennessee and Missouri and Arkansas, you might have about 6 to 8 inches of rain or 9. And in the Pacific Northwest, Northern Rockies, about 2 inches of rain. The Northern California portion, their rainfall amounts are about up to 3 inches of rain, right? Okay, so now let's move on to, let's just move on to here. Oh, wrong. Yeah, right here. Okay, so right now we do have a tornado warning that's present in Alabama. So let's take a look at it, folks. And it's located just east of Grove Hill, Alabama. Now it's right between Mobile and Montgomery. So let's take a look at the radar real quick. Single site radar. It's got to be local, Mobile, Alabama. Let's check that out right now. All right. Now, I don't know if that's a hook echo that I would call it. So you know, folks. All right, and let's check the. Let's check here, and well. Okay, so we got one going here, plenty going there. So there's your tornado right there. But based on the shape of the tornado warning, it looks like as though it may be moving to the northeast. Oh boy. Okay. And what about correlation coefficient? Much of it is, there's a lot of rain, but just a little bit of debris. Foreign objects, just so you know, folks. Okay, so what about going forward? Let me just fix it up just real quick. Going forward, we start off with. It's not what I had in mind, but I'll switch gears just a little bit right now. And well, we do have. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is the Jets. So this is the map for what's going on right now. So let's start off with tomorrow morning. So no, actually, let's start off with right now. Okay, I don't know why that happened. So right now we're dealing with a large ridge over the northern plains region, and then there's a there are two troughs, one over the Canadian Maritimes and another one over and off the Pacific Northwest, and there is a cutoff flow that's currently over the lower Mississippi Valley. All of it's causing wet weather throughout the southeast and the Pacific Northwest. Now, let's move on to tomorrow morning. So by tomorrow morning, there will... No, wait, actually 24 hours from now. That's what I meant to say, because, you know, upper level winds, we want to keep it every 24 hours, but mesoscale or, you know, anywhere that, you know, requires detail like temperatures, well, that would mean that we would need to keep it every 12 hours. Now, by tomorrow night, there will still be a cutoff flow. Wait a minute. I thought I already did 24 hours. Okay, let Let me try that again. Okay. Anyway, by tomorrow night, cutoff low will be less of a cutoff low. It's going to be a slow process, though, but it's still a cutoff low, and it's going to be over the Mississippi Valley. Yet there will be a deep trough that will move in towards the Pacific Northwest and Northern California. A ridge will move slightly east, just over the Great Lakes region, and trough that's going to sit out there off of the Canadian Maritimes. Then by Tuesday night, cutoff low will start to move. It'll be over. Oh wait, I forgot to mention anything about precipitation. So there's still gonna. My guess is that there's still gonna be plenty of wet weather throughout the southeast and mid-Atlantic. There will be more wet weather moving in towards the Northern Rockies and Great Basin. So gear up for that, as well as the desert Southwest from what it looks like. So what about what's going to happen about Tuesday night? So by Tuesday night, there's going to be cutoff low, and a trough is going to move in towards the Great Basin, and a ridge is going to be over the Great Lakes region. So that means wet weather throughout the southeast and mid-Atlantic, and even parts of the northeast. There will be a wet weather event throughout the Rockies and the desert Southwest. Boy. All right, so what about finally by Wednesday night? So by Wednesday night, cutoff low will no longer be a thing, because there will be it'll turn into a small trough just over the Carolinas. Ridge just over the western Gulf Coast, a trough over the northern Rockies. So basically, we're going to be dealing with the severe weather event throughout the Great Plains region, and leftover wet weather event throughout the Carolinas and the southeast. Now, what about in terms of temperatures? So let's take a look at the temperature, folks. Okay. Let me get things ready for you guys. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let me see. Let me change gears to what we have right now. That's for 2 a.m. Okay, so first off, so we got plenty of warm lows throughout the south. Well, the eastern third of the country will be relatively mild, or at least mild, especially in the 2/3 of the country will be mild at the very least. Very warm in the northern plains. Desert Southwest would be very, very warm, and parts of the Great Basin as well. And we move on to what? By tomorrow night, it's going to get very hot throughout the Great Plains. The central third of the country is just hot, plus the desert Southwest as well. Parts of the Great Basin, and a little bit just east of the northern plains. But it's going to be chilly throughout the Bitterroot Mountains, Sierra Nevadas, especially in Cascades. Now let's take a look at what's going to happen by Tuesday morning. So by Tuesday morning, at least anywhere east of the Rocky Mountains has at least mild lows, even in Maine, although it may be a little chilly though. And there will be plenty of warm lows throughout the desert Southwest and the Central Valley of California, but it's going to get very cold throughout the rest of the interior west. It's going to be chilly, some parts below freezing. Now, what about Tuesday night? So, by Tuesday night, we do have plenty of hot temperatures throughout the central third of the country. Some of them may surpass 100 degrees in Texas, the Dakotas, and even the desert Southwest. It's going to get really chilly throughout the northern plains, parts of the Great Basin, and the Cascades as well. Now let's move on to Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, anywhere east of the Rockies, plus the desert southwest will be at least mild, but the interior portion of the west will be below freezing. At least in some parts. But however, it's still chilly though. By Wednesday night, plenty of hot temperatures throughout the parts of the Great Plains, the western part of the South, anywhere west of the Mississippi Valley. But all that cold air starts moving in towards the Great Plains, particularly in the western half of the Great Plains region. It's still going to get hot throughout the desert Southwest and Central Valley, California. And there will be some freezing temperatures throughout the Rockies. Yeah, that's when reality starts setting in, folks. Severe weather is going to be in the making, folks, so buckle up. And I know this because this is more like along the lines of what the textbook definition of what severe weather is like. Tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, all that. Let's start off with... let me shake. This is good smoothie. Okay, just so you know, folks, it's going to get really humid throughout much of the southeast, especially in the northern plains. Tiny bit along the west coast. And plenty of moisture anywhere east of the Rockies, but with the exception of New England. Plenty of humidity just anywhere east of the Rockies, but dry air starts moving in the coming days. But it's very excessively humid throughout the Mississippi Valley, Ohio valleys, the Mid-Atlantic. Yeah, it's going to lead to wet weather. And then we move on to Tuesday morning. So by Tuesday morning, there will be plenty of excessive humidity throughout the Gulf Coast, Mississippi Valley and Ohio valleys, southern portion of the Great Lakes region, the Mid-Atlantic. The Northeast is starting to get humid. Especially still plenty of humidity throughout the Great Plains region. Just a little bit along the west coast, but not much. And by Tuesday night, look at all this moisture. It's heavily concentrated in the southern plains and eastern Texas. And there's excessive moistures along right in the Mississippi Valley, the Great Lakes region, and it's moving towards the northeast, towards the New York City area, folks. All that excessive humidity starts moving east. That's because we have plenty of dry air that starts moving eastward, pushing towards the Great Plains region and Texas. Just a little bit of moisture throughout the west coast. And now we move on to Wednesday morning. So by Wednesday morning, there will be a lot of moisture anywhere east of the Rockies, but however, western Texas, dry air starts moving in. Excessive moisture. All of that's going to cause a buildup of wet weather in the coming days, folks. Excessive moisture throughout the South, Mississippi and Ohio valleys, and as well as the Great Lakes region in the Mid-Atlantic. Not much going on along the West Coast, though, and east of the Rockies. Eastern Montana, I should say. And finally, oh my God, look at this. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's going to be excessive, like, top-notch, jacked type of humidity levels of humidity that you're witnessing, guys. Oh, my God. Yeah, we got plenty of dry air starts moving in towards Texas, and especially towards the Great Plains region. All of this, especially a major flow of moistures, that's when you get a good amount of what we're about to talk about, convection. All of that excessive humidity. Now it's starting to spread east. It's widespread. And just a little just more moisture starts occurring throughout the Bay Area and the Central Valley, California. And now let's move on to Cape. Well, there is some convection throughout much of the south and some throughout the northwestern portion of the country. But the southeast is the one to talk about because they have more convection. So, look at this, folks. Plenty of convection, but it's high amount throughout much of the south, Mississippi and Ohio valleys, the Great Lakes region, and as well as some amount in the northwestern portion of the country, and a little bit along Lake Ontario in upstate New York. Now, what about by Tuesday morning? So by Tuesday morning, there will be plenty of convection start to occur. That's continuing to occur, but it'll be present. Major presence will be in the southeast and the Gulf Coast. Some convection will be there throughout the Mississippi and Ohio valleys, the Mid-Atlantic, and as well as the West Coast, and as well as parts of the Great Basin and the Northern Rockies. But not as much as the eastern side of the country. But now we move on to Tuesday night. Oh boy, anywhere east of the Rockies, there's just so much Cape. Look at this, folks. Look at this Cape. But the largest amount is in Dallas and Oklahoma City. So you better be prepared. Start thinking about preparing yourself for severe weather. It's gonna be a doozy. I mean, although there may be some convection throughout parts of the Northeast and much of the West, with the exception of the desert Southwest. They're dry. By Wednesday morning, there will still be plenty of Cape throughout the South, Ohio Valley, Great Plains region. Well, practically anywhere east of the Rockies, but except for western side of Texas. But there is a little bit of convection throughout much of the West, with the exception of the desert Southwest. And finally, by Wednesday, whoo boy, you guys gotta see this anywhere east of the Rockies. Severe weather event is going to be deadly in the Great Plains region, particularly in the southern end of Tornado Alley. Remember when I said that there was going to be a Rex block that would prevent Tornado Alley from coming alive? Well, the Rex block is over. And when it's over, it comes roaring back to life. Tornado Alley starts roaring back to life and say, screw you, Omega and Rex blocks. We've had enough with you. With middle fingers, start showing those two blocks to Omega and Rex blocks. Say, go to hell. This is my time. And when it's my time, it's time to start spawning tornadoes. I don't know why I went there, folks, but it's just so funny. Anyway, in all seriousness, folks, this is very, very bad. It's very bad because a lot of people in Dallas, especially in Oklahoma City, Kansas City, oh boy, this is just awful. I hope that everyone gets through this and is prepared for the worst. Days before all this, just so that nothing bad happens to them. Right? Well, we'll talk about it in the next few days, in the coming days. We will monitor this. But regardless, there is plenty of convection to go around. It's widespread throughout anywhere east of the Rockies. But yet, there's some convection all over the West, with the exception of the desert Southwest in Southern California. Just a little bit start building up throughout the Northeast. And now let's talk about precipitation. So this is going to be a doozy. So let's take a look. Okay, so we got plenty of storms that will linger throughout the southeast, the lower Mississippi Valley, and the Ohio valleys as well. But in the west, we do have mountain snow, valley rains, and coastal rains throughout much of the west, with the exception of the Great Basin and the desert Southwest and the Rockies, because they'll be mostly dry. Then we move on. Whoa, let me mute. So by Thursday night, there will all that moisture, all that wet weather starts spreading north. It'll make its way towards places like New York, places like Cleveland, Chicago, and all that wet weather starts occurring throughout the Pacific Northwest in the form of snow in the mountains, valley and coastal rains. But everywhere else, the desert Southwest, Great Plains, Rockies, Northern Plains, Great Plains region in general, it's quite dry. So by Tuesday morning, we do have all that rain starts moving east. Plenty of storms starts moving towards the east coast, especially in the megalopolis regions of the country, like from Washington all the way to Boston. Scattered showers throughout the Mississippi and Ohio valleys, and as well as the Great Lakes region. But there is mountain snow and valley rains throughout the Rockies, the northern Rockies, and the northern Great Basin, California. Scattered showers, mountain snow, Pacific Northwest storms, but mountain snow though. And now let's talk about Tuesday night. So by Tuesday night, moisture starts racing towards the northeast, but yet scattered showers will mainly occur anywhere east of the Mississippi. So we in the west, plenty of snow in the mountains, valley rains, and coastal rains as well in the Pacific Northwest. But the coastal portions of Southern California, and as well as the desert Southwest and the Rockies, Southern Rockies, are all in the clear, especially in Texas, Southern Plains, and even the Northern Plains as well. So, Wednesday, we gonna see all that rain that's still happening throughout anywhere east of the Mississippi. And plenty of rain start moving into with showers in the Southern Plains and North Dakota. Valley rains, mountain snow in the Great Basin and the Rockies, and as well as the Pacific Northwest. Scattered stray showers throughout coastal California. Finally, by Wednesday, Wednesday, well, you're still going to get wet weather along the East Coast, the Ohio Valleys, and the Great Lakes region. Scattered showers, I meant. But in the Northern Plains, that is where severe weather is going to happen. The Rockies, mountain snow, valley rains, Cascades, same story. In the Sierra Nevadas as well. Everywhere else is bone dry, with the exception of Texas and Arkansas, scattered showers. But we're going to monitor all of this in the coming days. Now, what about in terms of snowfall? So with snowfall, we're not seeing much going on anywhere east of the Rockies, but in the Rockies, you have, you might see some snowfall of up to 2 inches of snow, like as the maximum in any part of the Rockies and the Great Basin and the Sierra Nevadas. And what about the Cascades? Cascades, well, the northern Cascades up until the Canadian border, a little bit past 2 feet, but that's mainly Canada's problem, if predicted correctly. But we won't be biased towards it. All right. Anyway, folks, I already did my weather topic of the day, which was zonal flow. So a zonal flow is more like an upper level wind flow that flows from west to east, and it's responsible for keeping weather in check, meaning there isn't much going on in terms of the weather. It keeps cold air to the north and warm air to the south in the United States. But if you guys really want me to say all that, well, you guys might want to go back and check the reels that I've done earlier today. I've done that earlier today. What is a zonal front, zonal flow? And that's pretty much almost exactly what I said. All right, folks, thank you guys for watching, and thank you everyone for your patience, for letting me beat Ansem and the rest of the game So Kingdom Hearts 1 is officially over. Alright? And I hope you guys hit me with a follow so that you guys would see me playing more games. We might continue with the Kingdom Hearts trilogies. And we're going to start off with the second one, Kingdom Hearts 2, this Saturday. But until then, it's just Minecraft. But, however, but I'm not going to guarantee that because given that I play too much Kingdom Hearts throughout many weekends, well, I might take the weekend off of Kingdom Hearts and postpone that to Memorial Day. What do you guys say? Unless if you guys want to protest that and demand me to play Kingdom Hearts 2 next weekend. So if you guys want to protest that, you can hit me in the chat right now before I end the stream in just a few seconds. Or you can just do that by DMing me in any of my socials. Alright? Thank you guys for watching. Love you all. Peace out, everybody. Tomorrow we will be streaming 6 to 8 p.m. Minecraft. It'll be chill. Don't have to worry about Kingdom Hearts or Ansem anymore. But until then, love you all. Peace out. Signing out.